I need to make
It's
a
hot out here, bro. It was 70 something degrees in this bitch
for real.
today.
It was such a quick shift too. It was like 40, 40, 65, 71. It's like, God damn.
Yeah, life be like that, man. Global warming is a real thing, and it's just like, this world's
Shit.
gonna burn and crisp, and these polar caps are fucking melting and shit. And it's just like,
These environmental activists, they said we got 3 years to figure this climate change shit out, or we're gonna be at a point of no return. So
I
what
feel
that
like at
means,
this
I don't
point,
know.
like we should just be heathens at this point. Like I feel like
Go out with a bang,
I
run
can't
this
say
shit
that
up.
now. I got a family now, I guess, but like
Where
all the single.
you need to be optimistic. I'm supposed to be like, fuck it. You got to be like, I
You need
want
to
to
be
see my.
optimistic too. Like you almost have a child, so I don't even understand. Like,
This is true. This is true. I wouldn't all my nieces and nephews and godkids. Like I would want for them to be able to experience
dude,
this world.
like
But
it just makes you think like, should
future,
I have been more of a whore in my past life? Like
I mean, it's never too late. It's you can go into a whole phase real late in life, you know.
it's
And
too
it,
late now. It's too late. No, it's too late
no,
now. No, it's too
I'm
late.
not condoning anything. I'm not encouraging anything. I'm just saying, you know, you're still alive, and it's never too late.
Nah, then, because I'm just look like a fuck nigga. Like you just leave your
No,
whole
I
family
know,
behind because
I
you want to be
know.
a whore. Like,
You, yo, King Richard did it. Fuck it. Nigga had a family. Said you gonna be a
and he
golfer.
got a
Nope.
movie made about him, so I guess you can't do it.
You gotta shit.
Nah, but it only worked out because he had Serena and
You're
Venus.
right, right.
Like
He tried
if
that. He tried that with his other kids, and they weren't as athletic or whatever. So he was like, "Fuck it, I just make a new family."
yo, so you were just breeding children just so you can be like, so you just could. Yo, you see
Like
that
one of them
makes
got
it
a
sound
pop
even worse. That makes it sound even worse. Like you were just breeding just so you can have that
just for a
athletic.
come up.
You know what I mean? For a come up, like that's messed up,
That's
dude.
fucked
Like
up.
I only seen that shit in anime, bro. And
No, they do that in Russia. Like they will have a daughter and make sure she's small, 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 so she can do like gymnastics and fucking like you know all that fucking crazy shit in an Olympics. Like they'll be training since they're like 2 years old to do
I
fucking
mean, they do that
cartwheels and
shit here
shit.
too, but like it's America, so like they're like child laws and labor laws and all that shit.
We got a
But
bunch of laws to
but
prevent a bunch of
them other
weird shit.
countries though, once they know, it's like nah, you're gonna be doing this shit for your whole life. This is what you
Nigga,
eat,
you
sleep, breathe.
go to China and talk that child labor shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Whatever.
there's mad kids making my next pair of Air Force
I
Ones
was
right
about to
now.
say, whatever sneakers you got on right now, them little hands stitch them soles.
Yeah, man, they're making my next 12
Crazy.
pairs right now, bro. They don't even know it yet. It's just
Fucking
wild.
crazy. Making them
I
shits
hope
for 30.
nobody ever hears
They
this.
make
That's some
think
wild shit to
think
say.
about but think about the insanity is though, like these kids is making 30, 20 cents an hour to make a pair of sneakers that's gonna come over here and sell for $2,000-3,000 on some fucking hypebeast website. Like, how fucking fucked up is that, bro?
And sometimes it makes me feel guilty because like I'm starting to become more into sneakers now, even though I'm like, in my older age.
Mhm.
When I
I
was younger, I
mean,
never really had that,
that
taste.
urge.
But
Yeah.
now, like, I'm looking at Jordans. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to catch some releases. I missed out on the cool grades. I missed out on a
Mhm.
couple of things. I'm just like, it'd be nice to have something like this, to wear
Mhm.
around and shit. You know what I mean?
For the culture.
But it's just like I feel bad at the same time too, because I'm like, I am buying into the system of child labor, and like they don't pay their people this
Right.
way. Like the only way I would feel better about it if I could make a factory and then have them, contract me to do it, then I hire people. But then
Yeah.
that's why they don't want to keep them jobs in America because they're gonna have to
Send
pay
them
people
to
like 17, $18 an hour. And
I'm
that's
wearing a
gonna
t-shirt.
and they're gonna say that's gonna bump our prices. I'm like, no, you'll be fine. You're still
Right.
gonna make you're still gonna make mad money
They're
anyway. It
still
doesn't
gonna
matter.
sell for way over market, especially for sneakers now. It's crazy. It's
Sneakers,
crazy.
computers, bro. An iPhone probably cost like $25-$30 to make. Them shits cost $1,000, bro.
At least. I remember when I think it was iPhone 10 that was the first $1,000 version. And people was losing their fucking mind, but the motherfuckers lined up right to go get that shit though. So
back in the day, you were able to get like free upgrades. Like you didn't have to worry about it, bro. Like they ain't
that
charge
shit
you
is
nothing.
over.
Now you got to put the phones on lease.
Right. Shit go on your credit report.
It's cool though, because like at least now, like you can upgrade every like 2 years or something without
to the next phone. Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, that free upgrade shit that went out with free nights and weekends and fucking.
I mean, because now it's all unlimited now.
Right. There ain't no data plans no more. I wish a nigga would talk about I only got a couple more texts left for the month. I'll spam that
shit
nigga
at
shit.
you. I'm like,
yo,
get
the
grown,
worst,
nigga. Like 13-year-olds have unlimited data, unlimited text, unlimited calls. What you mean you a grown ass person who got a few texts left?
Couple minutes
that don't
left,
even make
like,
no sense.
This shit is weird.
I remember you used to wait till like after 9 to call you niggas on your cell phone and shit.
Somebody called me at like 8:45. Like, yo, call me after 9. Like, we don't.
They used
whatever
to be
you
able to pull up your text messages off your phone because they be doing that shit.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I was saying that the weather it changed like so quickly, like such a quick shift. Like I'm still dressing in layers and shit because it'd be chilly out, but it's like super sunny. It was like almost 65 today, and I'm just fucking sweating.
I literally just bought a new jacket last month because I was like. And then like last weekend I bought a new like Columbia fleece because I'm like, all right, my jacket's now out of commission because like if it's like in the 50s, I don't really need a big ass jacket, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, I look like an Eskimo when I wear that shit, bro.
Like usually I just throw a thermal on and throw the hoodie on, and that's enough. Like,
nah, man, I need a big Parker jacket that goes to my knees, bro. I need to be out here. Yeah, man.
You want some trench coat shit.
I like it though. I feel good though. I mean, it's like what color is it? I would say it's like a tan color too. I never had a tan jacket in my life before.
That's real corporate. That's like Wall Street style.
Exactly. That's usually it's black and stuff like that. But now I'm gonna get a tan one.
Navy
blue. Here's
the
problem, right? I bought the shit that say if you wear 3X, get a 4X because they're kind of big. I got the 4X. I don't feel like a toddler wearing the 10-year-old's jacket, right? I feel more like an 8-year-old wearing a 10-year-old's jacket. Like,
okay, just a couple years out.
Like my fingers, like the tip of my fingers is like, a little bit covered by the thing.
Oh, the sleeves go down to like here, so you're just your fingers out the coat.
I mean, it's a little bit like kind of like right here, but like you see it big. But then like my girl was like, nah, I mean, you don't want it tight either because you want to be able to move around and shit like that.
True.
Okay, that makes sense. And it took like
then you're gonna be all stiff and shit, just like fucking in a robot stance because the damn jacket.
And the fucked up part is like now that I finally got comfortable in it, now it's nice weather. I'm like, all right, whatever.
This is when it's spring, so you gotta rotate your whole wardrobe, pull out all the little tees and
next
shit.
year, after I lose weight, I buy another one. So like, I don't even know.
Oh, see, yeah, you're losing weight too, so you really fucking yourself. You better. I
might still wear it. I don't care, man. Next year, big clothes going to be in style. Be set.
That baggy wave is over, bro. Niggas,
it's coming back. It's coming back for jackets. Don't worry, it's coming back. I tell you,
hopefully.
I'll be out here looking like Rocco Martin's life.
Hopefully, just a full on like. But I bring up the sweat issue because this is a male. This is well, I mean, not that vaginas don't sweat, but and this is of course, no homo. We're having guy talk right now, but like my balls like sweat so much
because they're not out in the open. Like if like,
but shouldn't they sweat least?
No, they sweat more because like your body heat is like crazy down there. Like, listen, when we used to play football, right? In the wintertime, this is some wild shit to say, but like we didn't have gloves, right? Like we would put our hands down the front of our hands.
Come on, bro.
But not on top of the ball.
And then I mean,
but like you have shorts on, you have your sweat.
But you put them in your crotch area.
You put them in the crotch area, right? Because that's the warmest part. That's 90 degrees all time right there, bro.
Yo, niggas they have heat warmers. They just fucking cradle the gooch. Just put your hand
Dog.
right on the
And just put
gooch.
your hand right there, bro, and just leave them there and you just be chilling. You know what I mean? When it's time for you to go run your plays, you go run your plays and shit. You know what I mean?
It's
But like,
crazy. Like I was in the office the other day and I'm like my body temperature was normal. I didn't feel like I was hot, but I fucking stood up and I could feel the moisture just cradled in my like I'm just like, yo, this is not cool. I'm not
yo,
with this.
that's why I changed I changed like my shorts like every 2 days or so because like when you be hot like in bed and shit like you just gotta change them because then they start smelling and shit. My girl
Real
she's
talk.
like, yeah, you should change your shirts because they smell and shit.
Get in the
Like,
shower. Right.
before you, I used to wear these shits for a week. All right. Nigga,
You dirty nigga. It's
that's
like,
why I used
yo,
to, like now,
you
like
don't
I look at
even
my
know.
laundry, like I'm like, why we have so much laundry? I never had this much laundry before in my life. I used to the only
Nigga do
thing I used to
laundry
switch,
once a month.
dude. The only thing I would switch is like I would change my t-shirts like every like 3 days or so. Sometimes, but the thing is though, like what I wear to sleep, I only wear to sleep.
Right,
I'm
me
chilling
too.
around during the day, like
Me
I wear
too.
different clothes. But now that I work all the time and shit, I'm like, when I come home, I'm in the same clothes that I sleep in because ain't nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lazy too, and I gotta kill. Like, I got time for. I mean, I
Shit
change
don't
during
make
the
no
day, but then I
sense.
go to sleep in it. You know what I'm saying? But like, before I was like,
Nigga
bitch, before
said,
you
I
got
never
here,
had this much laundry.
wilding out.
It's like, damn, I used to wear this shirt for a month straight. Fuck you talking about?
I used to wear the same fucking t-shirt and shorts
All right.
for a week to go to sleep, bro.
Here's my real
You think I want
question
to
now.
change that for you? Fuck, getting me out my comfort zone and shit.
This is a phrase that I say often when I see like niggas switch up for their girl or for the women they like. Like the things niggas are willing to do for pussy it's infinite. It's
Nigga,
infinite.
if that's the case, I should be getting some every other day.
I didn't say it.
Nah, you see,
I'm just saying.
Now they're gonna say this is misogynistic because then they're gonna be like, then they're gonna be like,
I gotta have sex with you just because you change your clothes. You supposed to change your clothes. I'm just like, okay, understand though. Like niggas are filthy human beings. Like we are disgusting
you reward
creatures.
me for my good behavior. Like
if
I don't understand
positive reinforcement. If you see me and I wake up and I'm cleaning up,
yo, why you think niggas cheat? They be out.
Okay, now you now you cross the line. You were like, yeah, I cheated on my wife because she made me change my shirt. Fuck that bitch. Like, nigga, you are fucking.
Listen, think about it like this, right? You stop getting fresh for your girl,
Mm.
and then like you go out to work, and then you wear cologne because you like wearing cologne to work, and then the chick at the office is the one telling you that you smell good. Oh, guess what,
bro?
You popping off with the chick at work.
Dangerous. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
This is the thing because women be like, I need my words, the 5 love languages. I need my words of affirmation. I need my gift giving. Women have to understand something. Those 5 love languages don't only apply to you; they apply to your nigga too.
It's a two-way street.
So when when women be like, I don't know why he did that, and I'm not no red pill nigga. I'm not just gonna say like, oh well, we treat sex like it's nothing. Like I don't think I think that there's a time for that, but when dudes in a relationship, it's just like dog, he's not getting the validation that the same validation he giving you, he's not giving it.
It's like, but these hoes
it's more than just sex. It's like words of affirmation, acts of service. Gifts,
physical touch. Yeah.
Whatever the last one is. I don't even know what the fuck that is. But like there's only 5 of them. But like
right. Hold on.
I think we got act of affirmation, acts of service. Yeah, Google.
Love the 5 love languages. What are the 5 love languages? I think it'd give me like 6 different links for one answer. Okay, words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time. And acts of service.
Yo, you think these 5 things only apply to y'all bitches? It's for niggas too.
It's real talk. It's a gift and give. How you give may be different than how that person receives, and then how that person is giving is what they're used to. It's a whole.
And if I gotta sit here and go by your whole terms of service and rules and regulations, I got my own terms of service too. You know what that means? That means this. That means tell me
physical
I'm a good
touch,
looking ass nigga.
words of affirmation,
Hold my nuts.
physical touch,
Share my food. Get me
quality
a
time,
fucking Reese's cup every once in a while and shit. You know what I'm saying?
receiving gifts.
You know
You done hit them all. You know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up my clothes off the floor every once in a while if I forget it. You know what I'm saying?
Acts of service.
You want me to sit here and do dishes all the motherfucking time, and you just sitting here looking at me like I'm some type of wild ass nigga.
Take it easy. I think the love language is cool though because it kind of like simplifies the relationship a little bit. It's like this is how you
get
like
to the meat and potatoes of it.
Yeah, like
you're
this
not
is how
you're trying to get every single little thing. Because I think when we start dealing with certain things in generalities, in some cases it's fucked up. But in some cases, it helps you because now you know, okay, this general area, now I can figure out the specific things in that general area
where to pinpoint,
figure out what works. Because multiple things in that one thing acts of service. It's like, all right.
That's a huge parameter of things. Basically just helping out someone.
Maybe like, all right, if I fold the laundry, maybe you do the laundry. You know what I'm saying? You start the machine, I'll fold them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe while I'm cleaning dishes, you fix the bed. You know what I'm saying? It's things like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it ain't
what I do is
too, bro.
Like if she makes me a meal, like if she cooks for me, I'll wash the dishes, I'll clean the kitchen. Because you made the meal, then just so you don't have to make the meal and then go clean up after me and after. It's like, come on, that's overkill. I'll do this. So when you do that, you understand I appreciate it. And I'll do this to show my appreciation. So it's dope. It's dope. They should definitely teach that to more people. Motherfuckers wouldn't be losing their minds.
They already teach it. This woman just got to understand it ain't just about them. And then they be mad when niggas be like, well, you know what? You should be busting it open then. Because that's how we simplify it, right?
Fucked up on both sides, yeah.
Like that's how Deuce was like, all right, if you're gonna want me to pay your, I sound like a red pill ass nigga, but listen,
I was about to say, pay your bills. You real Cam Newton right now.
That was the main topic for tonight too. But since we're here,
I was about to say we might as well just get to it. Hold on. It's your boy Russ. I Hate It Here podcast,
and it's your boy Kev.
And as you can see, we just get straight to the fucking to the guts of this shit. We just started with personal male traits, hygiene, sweaty balls, and then we get back to women and how they deal. And that Cam Newton shit was wild, bro.
I watched the actual interview on the $1 million worth of game with Gilly and Wallow. It was not that bad. I'm 100% telling you right now. Like I watched the shit on Undisputed and how that. Let me calm down. How that woman was explaining how it was, right?
Is this woman Caucasian by chance?
Yes. So like how she sat there, and that's how I knew she was going to fuck it up because she don't know shit about niggas anyway. So like, it's like
it's just men.
It's wild because I just watched that interview this morning, and like I didn't even know there was a backlash on it. Then I went on YouTube and then I saw like Shannon Sharp and Skip were covering it. ESPN.
It's a lot of headlines.
I got to sit here and watch Stephen A. Smith scream at the screen again over some bullshit. and here's the thing, right? First of all, context is one of the most important things in conversation. And when you don't have context, anything that you say can sound fucking wild. That's why people really got to be careful with, especially when it comes to doing interviews and taking clips, right? Because when you take clips of things, like Kevin Samuels talks about this all the time. When you take a clip of his shit, of the most wildest shit, and you don't take the before and you don't take the after,
right?
Whoever's reporting can make a story of their own. And that's the most craziest shit.
That's the thing. It's buzzwords. When you say select buzzwords, I feel like the algorithm finds these words that they know people are sensitive to, or topics they know people are sensitive to, and they fucking blow that shit through the roof, man. It's outrage media. Like if he says, I like my woman a certain way, what they do is they make a headline that says Cam Newton doesn't like all of these other women. So it's like, no, I didn't say I don't like those other women. I said I like these women. So it's like you take the outside of the statement instead of the inside of the statement to make the inside look like it's fucking toxic and on some bullshit. So
because all he said was a lot of women like to be boss chicks, and that's cool and all, but like you don't know how to cook, like you don't know how to be quiet, like you don't know
mhm,
how to let a man lead, right? And the thing is though, like he comes from a two-parent household that is a traditional,
facts.
two-parent
He probably saw
household.
his father make the money. His mother was a traditional woman, housewife, maybe that played the back, let the dad
His dad
be the
was a
lead.
preacher too, so that's a
Oh,
whole. So when you have a dad who's a preacher, that house is traditional as fuck, bro.
you add that religious context of the we shall obey the man of the house type shit. That's what you gotta
Like,
get.
and I don't get me wrong, a lot of that stuff is kind of misogynistic in the way when you take it to the extreme,
And
but
very outdated.
we're not in the extreme here. We're talking about two people who understood their roles and what they needed to do to have a successful family. Because obviously, you got Cam Newton now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what they did worked. So, like,
Absolutely.
when he's talking about the thing he's talking about, he's literally stating the type of relationship his parents had, that partnership and knowing their roles, he
Mhm.
wants that in a woman too. He's like, I can't be with somebody who doesn't know how to cook, who doesn't know how to clean,
Right.
who doesn't know how to not like be fucking rowdy and shit and just
Right.
always be mouthing off, and who don't want to let me leave when it's time for me to do my thing. Like
As a
obviously when
man.
your
Yeah.
relationship is a partnership, obviously you both have to like, give your input and make decisions together. But sometimes the man has to step up, and even sometimes the lady has to step up because there's
These are
certain things
facts.
that she has skills in, the dude doesn't, and there's a lot of things that the dude has skills in, she doesn't. So you just have to play to your strengths and play your role. The thing I
Right.
have a problem with, like people nowadays, it's just like it's so like wild as a man to tell a woman this is the role you should play, but women have
Facts.
no problem telling niggas this is what we need to be doing.
That's why I say the pendulum has swung. Like I say this jokingly, but sometimes I kind of mean it. It's like women are the new men a little bit. Like when you look at certain aspects of certain things, women are like in that same space men used to be in, and now men are in places or in uncomfortable positions where they can't say certain things, or they say certain things and it gets take to be either misogynistic or they throw labels on it to make it sound crazy. And what's worse is when they take, like, I'm looking at this Yahoo Sports headline. It says Cam Newton not a fan of women who can't cook and don't know when to shut up. Like they take these sentences and warp them to make him sound like he's saying something completely outrageous when he's saying, I want a woman who can cook, and I want a woman who will have dialogue with me and not be just rowdy, turning up, screaming on me, acting wild. Like that's that sounds good to me.
And you know who's mad? It's the same. I'm going. It's the same bitches who be wilding out. Like, yo, they wonder why they single, right? Like, what dudes want peace, right? If you sit here and all you do is fucking complain, you got smart ass remarks all the time. You always got to get
Chaos.
the last word in your shit. Like, yo, sometimes you just be sitting there and be like, yo, this is not what I want to deal with. I'm not asking you to be mute. I'm asking you to be respectful because we both having a two-way conversation here. I'm asking you to like the same energy that I'm giving you, the calm, cool energy, so that we can get things through. You need to be on that same tip. You ain't got to turn up. You can be a boss, bitch. You can be a boss. You can be successful. You can be all these things. But
Mhm.
when you're with somebody, both of us have to be able to work together, and both of us have to be able to communicate. You're not the only one that's making rules. I'm making rules too that we both have to abide to, not
As a
just you.
as a team, it's literally a team. You might lead or I might lead, and vice versa. But I think what's more importantly, when what I try to do now, especially with these headlines and shit, as I look at more stories for the show to talk about, is like I look at who the information is coming from.
Hmm.
And when I think of Cam Newton, this is a rich athlete. This is a rich athlete. Why wouldn't a rich athlete want a woman who's gonna quote unquote play her role or be in the house chilling and be like a damn, I hate to do this comparison, but like an Aisha Curry, she's a
No, that's a
quintessential.
bad example because she's a
No,
thought
minus
in the
what
skies.
minus what she said,
How
because
you
I
gonna
know what
get
she said
jealous of
was
because of the attention
the
Steph
intent. I
getting?
know that was a bad
Yo, hold
example.
on. First of all,
Damn,
listen.
that was a bad
I actually
example.
couldn't even understand. Like, she's an attractive woman, right? Like,
Facts,
niggas is looking at you too. But guess what? First of all, we know you and Steph are on that Christian shit, so they're not going to
facts.
sit here and cross you. Like, that's what made it so wild to me because she's sitting here complaining about, oh, like, I don't get attention from men in this. But like,
Mm.
why would you when you're in a relationship with a
Your
good person?
husband is like an all-star athlete. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves you two together. Your family is beautiful. Y'all on the cover of magazines, but you want attention from
Why you want the
outside
thirst
sources.
niggas? It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
make
want
any
to
sense.
feel good, but it's humans, bro. It's humans, and that's why I don't blame her because that's what fucking Instagram is. But like I
And
was saying,
social
is like
media is the problem. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna do a whole show on this. I'm gonna tell you exactly because I ain't gonna lie. I be on there now, and it's
different,
wild.
bro. It's different. It's different. It's
Like,
different.
if you don't have
A
like the
good mental
strength,
grounding. Yeah, yeah.
like that shit can get you with some shit.
Lord, give me strength. But no, I mean, I look at Cam and it's just like he's a rich athlete. He's probably got women throwing themselves at him all the time.
He
But
knows what
he
he needs
wants,
at home, and he got
yeah,
5, 7 kids. So like, he needs somebody
I
who's
ain't know
gonna
that.
be at home. Yeah, he got 7 kids.
Mhm.
I don't know how many baby mom. I think it's only 2.
Okay.
Um,
But again, you a rich athlete. You're used to
but
women throwing themselves at you,
and
you
he's
know.
not with them, but like they co-parent like awesomely, right? So like, now like that he wants to find somebody to be with. He like, look, if I'm in the NFL, you got to understand, you got to be home. Like, you can't be working a job. That's why I have all these millions and millions and millions, so you can be home and
With the
play the role of
family.
the housewife. You take care of the home. When I come home, I'm coming home to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't want to come home to a house that's dirty. I want to, and like, when now, listen, when you say that shit, be like, so you just want a maid? I'm like, no, I
That's the
want you.
thing.
If my role is to go out on this field, get hit by
Get
300-pound niggas
grown ass men,
to get this check so
risk
that I can come
CTE.
home to put you in a G Wagon, bitch, you better fucking mop the floors and shit. What you talking about?
It's just a shared responsibility. It doesn't make you less of a person. Like
Shit,
God, listen,
even if you hire people to clean your crib, I need you in the crib to make sure they don't steal shit.
niggas don't rob, or they fucking look around and come back later and break in like niggas has been doing. So
Yeah, like, come
shit
on,
is
man.
wild.
Like,
I
you
think
gotta
it's
understand. There's a context to everything, and I feel like people just want to be outraged at at
it's
buzzwords without the full
it's
context.
outrage. Yeah,
And then like, and the problem is they won't even sit there and like
give it a thought or give
give
it
it a
a
thought.
chance.
They won't rethink what they said. They're gonna go 10 toes down, and instead of like admitting they were wrong, they're gonna sit there and fight this shit. I'm just like,
Nigga,
yo, this is why you
this
single, bitch.
this
This
headline
is why you
says
got 3 cats.
Cam Newton is a sexist clown after all these years. Like, sheesh, they not pulling no punches. Context is lost on the internet. Like, you could hit me and then I hit you, and the article will be about me hitting you, and
They
never
never tell
that
you
you
about the
hit me
first punch.
first. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's the kind of shit we deal with on the internet. I don't think he said anything wrong. At least in his mind, he didn't think so.
I don't think he
So
said anything wrong. I think he was mad respectful. I think
I.
he's just stating the ideal of what he wants. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Mhm.
that's what he grew up with. That's what he saw. That's what he saw worked. And if he's like, this is what worked, this is what, and the thing is though, like, I know society changes and like, women can make more money now. Women can be out here. It's like, that's
Right.
cool and all, but
They
listen,
got a new independence on it. So it's like they
th-
they they not trying to take shit from no man. They don't want
but here's the
no,
thing. You
they're not
can't be
traditional
sitting
women.
here asking me to pay all your bills, to give you an allowance. The other day, my girl
They want
asked me. She's like, because I was talking about if I get a job and I get paid 6 weeks, right? She was like,
mhm.
"Oh, you gonna give me a wife allowance?" And that's a joke. I was like, "Well, you gonna suck this dick every day?"
People who get allowance have
Now
to do
that's a joke, and
chores.
that's the hard, and like that's like the craziest joke. And she laughed. She's like, "Nigga, you wild." I'm like, I know, you know what I'm saying? But
Every other
like
day,
every other day, something, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but
twice
the
on
thing is though,
Tuesday.
like, you can't ask somebody who's going to give you all of their resources,
Hmm.
all of their time, and then you going to sit here and think that you're going to be able to move just as freely as you did before. It's a two-way street. If I'm locked into some terms, you locked into some terms. Now, I'm not saying those terms is like you have to give me sex every day, this, that, and the third. No, those
Nah,
terms are you got to respect the fact that I'm out here getting it, and
for
if
both of
I'm
us.
with you, you're going to be sitting here and you're going to have like you're going to help maintain what I'm creating.
When I go outside this house and I'm getting beat up by the world and the media is writing all these articles about me and fucking niggas is dragging me and I'm on ESPN and every fucking when I come home, you gotta be you just have to be that mental safe space. And
Mhm.
you fucking bickering with me about shit and you can't make food, so now I'm in the house with a fucking turkey sandwich after a fucking linebacker just fucking threw his body. It's just like
You are
this is not the
you
relationship you
got to be
see.
my
So
comfort. You're my partner. You're my comfort. Like you're the person who I can just let. When I come home. This is crazy. I watched The Last Kingdom, right?
mhm,
And like in like the first season, like Alfred, like he's the king of like Wessex, right? And like he goes to war. He comes back. Like his wife, the queen, comes in the room and she helps him take off that armor. And then they
that's
get
deep.
busy. You
That's
know
deep.
what I'm saying? Because she's
Like
like,
I
yo,
know
you
you've been
went
out
and
there.
fought this war. I'm gonna
Facts.
help you take this armor off. I'm gonna wipe you down. I'm gonna get you some food. We gonna fuck, and then we gonna chill, and we gonna talk about how we gonna maintain this moving forward. When you make
Facts.
decisions, I'm gonna be there to give you a certain. Because like even though she's the queen, she's got to do all the things of the kingdom and the household, right? But she also has to give him advice. She has to give him, like she has to be a political person too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the role of the woman in the relationship. Like, I hate to say it like this, and somebody gonna get mad, and I don't really give a fuck. Like, if you are the man and you are the main breadwinner, guess what? You are the king because you know why? You're the person that's protecting your kingdom at this point. You're the person that's making sure the lights stay on, there's food in the thing. Even if she's the one doing the shopping, if you paying for everything, you're the one that putting the money in her pocket to go do the shopping. You're the one
I
that putting the
respect
money
that.
in her account to pay those bills, right?
I'm facilitating the things we want and need, and so no. But my only pushback to that is absolute power corrupts absolutely. And a lot of times with niggas is when they are the breadwinner, they become tyrants. It's like you can't do nothing. You can't go there
That's why
because I ain't paying for it, or I ain't paying for that, or you got to do this because I gave you the. It doesn't. You can't barter a relationship with money, even though money does help facilitate the relationship. You're
and
not
here
buying a partner.
and here's the thing about that, right? It goes back to a point that we always make every once in a while. You got to choose the right person. Just because that
Facts.
person got the resources, that person got the bread, that person got the means, that doesn't mean that they have the character.
Facts.
That
Or the
doesn't mean that they have the
personality,
respect or the personality.
or
You
the
have to
traits
you
of
have
decent.
to you have to look past the resources, the financial stability in that, and ask themselves, is this someone that I feel safe with? Is this somebody
Facts.
that I can have fun with? Is this somebody that I can entrust my dreams and goals with? Is this somebody that I can share my deepest, darkest like secrets with? Because this person's gonna be
Facts.
there. They're gonna see me at my best, my worst, and everything else in the middle. If you
Facts.
cannot answer that question about that person, it doesn't matter how much that dollar amount is. Your life is going to be hell. And that's
We
why
see it.
it's just cheat, niggas cheat, all this other things, butter this down the third, divorce rate, this down the third. This is why these things happen because we're not choosing people based on the intangibles. We're choosing people based off
The
stupid
tangibles. The
materialistic things and
right.
potential. It's like, nah, I don't need to know what you're going to I need to know who you are right now.
Right now, yeah. Because whatever you become will work that as we cross this road. As we go down the road, if you're becoming something, then so on. But yeah, man, that choice is a tricky thing. And to pinpoint what you said is you're asking these hoes to look past a rich athlete. Not gonna happen, bro.
And here's the thing:
you're asking
you,
these gold
and this
digging
is why
women
they,
to
and
look
this, and
past a nigga with money and see who he really is. But that's
guess what?
not.
Don't be mad when that nigga just look at you as a fuck doll.
It's a dirty game, bro. It's a
See,
dirty game.
that's the problem. Here's the thing:
You want him for
people
his
enter a
money.
certain when people enter a certain arena,
Hmm.
they don't understand. When you a gladiator, right? You go in an arena and you know exactly what you came here to do. You came
You
here to
might die.
slaughter the other niggas so that you can survive, win your
Right.
money, get your coins, come back and do it all over again. A lot of these women, they go into these arenas, they think they should be treated like wives and stuff like that. When they're sitting here looking just for the resources so that they can wild out. It's like, cool, I'll let you wild out with the resources, but guess what? You is my hoe. Like you was my fuck
It's a
though. Like
dark.
if you
It's
don't
a.
see me as a person, I see you as a commodity, and that's what it is too.
That's a dark truth. That's a
And the
dark,
thing is
fucked up
though,
truth.
you make that decision to be treated like that because you're treating the other person like that. And this
For
is
the
on both
money.
ends too. A lot of dudes they
Absolutely.
lead with money and they wonder why they keep running into these hoes. It's because nigga, you
Hmm.
leading with money. Guess what you're gonna attract? All these hoes.
That wants your money.
So if you on both sides, if you want different results and you want different things, you're gonna have to start. First of all, you're gonna have to change within yourself and how you approach things,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna have to start to learn to look deeper than what you're looking for, and then you're
Make.
gonna have to lower your standards. Not all you bitches deserve six-figure niggas. You gotta stop acting like this, and not all you niggas deserve dime pieces. Trust me,
Facts.
I
That
pray for all
too.
my niggas that they get a
Hey.
girl with some big ass titties and a fat ass who's in shape. Trust me, I know.
Sometimes you don't even need a big titty and a fat ass. You could get a little titty and a little ass, and
I'm
it'll.
gonna draw that line. I think so.
Because when you like somebody, whatever they got, it works for you, bro. It works for you. When you like someone though, and it's the same when you hate someone. When you hate somebody, every fucking thing they do is like, look at this. I fucking hate you. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you when
Raggedy
you
ass bitch.
inhale. Yeah, fucking heifer. But when
Nah,
you
I mean
like
you right
somebody,
too. But
when you
like,
like somebody, be like, yeah, look at them. Look, I sucked the shit out them little titties, girl. Come over here. Give me them.
and that's
Give me them
true.
A cups.
And that's
So
true. But at the same
you
time,
gotta get
you
past
want
that.
what you want though. You can have it, but understand though, like you gotta lower your standards sometimes, and you just got and the thing is though, it's not really lowering your and standards when it comes to like physical attributes, like that's kind of thrown out the window because it's just
Mhm.
like it's a touchy thing because like you cannot expect something of someone else that you're not living by yourself. You
Right.
can't sit here and be like you want a chick that's like a certain weight, that got some big ass titties, that got all this stuff. If you yourself, you're not in shape, you're not
I
working out,
know
you're
you're
not
like
eating.
280 and your gut hang over your dick and you fucking it's like shit like that. We
Like you got
everyone
to
has
get your at.
this.
If you want that chick in the gym, guess what? You got to be in there with her. She got to see you. You got to become her gym crush, so that when she look at you,
Facts.
she starts sweating. It ain't because she working out, my nigga.
That's
Come
deep.
on, man. Like that's why. So like
You be
in all
preaching.
like the whole Cam Newton thing is just like the media sucks dick. Like oh,
Yeah, we
like
know
the
that.
context is getting lost. Shout out to Cam. I hope one day we can interview him one day so that
He
we
gonna
can.
be fine. This nigga's gonna a multi-millionaire twice over. He might have
He
see
can
this
still
might
play.
yeah, this might be weird because I feel like women, like some women will see this and be like, "Oh, I could cook. I'll be quiet, Cam." They'll want to be that for him. But then
Oh, the
there's those
pick
other,
me's.
yeah, they out there too. But then there'll be those other women that resent this because it's not that way or because of whatever the article says. So it could be a
Well, you know what?
double
Here's the
edge.
thing, and we talked about it last time or a couple of times. Critical thinking.
Hmm.
Let's
Yeah,
critically think about this, bitch. Like, if you know, if you know, listen, let's critically think about this.
really, bitch.
If
Think
you
for a second,
want a
bitch.
dude like this, right? 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of dudes who play sports, who make music, who
Mhm.
want a chick like that. If you know that you're not like that, guess what? You're not gonna get that.
That's
And
you're
it's sad to
crossed off the
say,
list.
you're
Yeah.
literally just going to be a fleshlight to these niggas, and then they're going to move on to the next one. Cause there's 300 bad bitches on in his DMs right now. He can just pick one for the night, and he good. He can have one chick all 365, one chick every single day of the year, and never run out and never get tired. Like, if you
It's a
really
crazy
want
life, bro.
to be
Crazy
something,
life.
you got to be outside of the box. You can't be like these other bitches who are acting like that. You got to be a woman of substance. Now,
Especially
does
for a
that
man
mean
that can have anything at any time. So it's like the only way for you to stand out amongst all the plastic bitches is to just be natural, just be real. Like, and if it ain't for you, then that ain't for you. You know, it's so
just
many people on this earth for all of us to be vying or trying to get with the same 1% of people just so we can live this lavish lifestyle. It's just it's idiotic, but
a
critical
lot of times?
thinking is gone on the internet. No one critically thinks when you see a headline or you see a TikTok. It's just like, oh, I'm seeing something. This is what it is to me. Like, there's so much fake videos on YouTube and shit. People in the comments like it's real. It's like, come on, bro. We not seeing past the bullshit here. So
Yeah, they
we just
bitch,
we
get
just
yourself in
stuck.
line. Shut the fuck up. Cook some,
We are
learn
just
some
stuck. So
recipes. Get on all recipes and learn some shit. And maybe you can learn yourself a nigga. Nah, and you niggas just
shout
get in the
out.
gym. You know what I mean? If you really want bad bitches, get in the gym, bro, and get your money right, and just like become a and fix your character. Like, yo, listen, we I know we like talk to women a lot and tell them what the fuck they need to do. Hey, nigga, work on your character, work on your mental health, make sure that you
Facts.
straight. Cause I'm telling you right now, you have to be the rock for her. And this is the thing: when you a dude, right, you have to be the person who makes her feel safe and secure, not only financially but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. If you're not these things for yourself, you will never be that for somebody else. So just cut the bullshit right now.
You
Cause I
can
ain't gonna lie,
force it.
there's a lot of chicks out there who are not like these fucking thoughts out here. It's just that
God
the
bless
thoughts
them.
are the loudest, and that's what we see, and then we
Right.
assume, oh, this is what they all are like, and
That's the
that's not the
majority,
truth.
right? It's a fucked up generalization. It's a real fucked up generalization. Like,
But if you're not right within, you attract what you are. So if you attracting all these bitches keep trying you, all this stuff, you gotta look within yourself and be like,
mhm.
maybe it's me and I need to work on myself. That's what it comes down to.
that's
Work on
that's
yourself,
that's a
get your
very
shit together, and then you'll see different results.
that's a very sophisticated level of self-awareness that's lost. That's absolutely lost. People have no self-awareness. Like, you don't understand how you look to people or how people are perceiving you because you're so wrapped up in your own bullshit. Like, you don't even hear the words that are coming out of your mouth because you just so wholeheartedly into your bullshit. So
Mm-hmm.
self-awareness, critical thinking, these things are lacking because you get on the internet and you see everybody's general these idealized generalizations. So it's
Yep.
like everyone is saying or showing the best general part of themselves or of this
Mm-hmm.
thing that people think that's what it is. So then they get into it or they try that thing and then they fall on their face or they get fucked over or you ended up in some relationship with some abusive ass rich nigga that's fucking on some Kanye shit, buying a house next door to stalk your ass type shit. So it's all choice, man. And choice is a very tricky, but
And sometimes, and another thing I'm going to
gotta
say is
make them.
this, and then we'll move on, right? Like, I know it sucks to be lonely, but just because you're lonely doesn't mean that you got to accept whatever comes to your front door.
This is true.
Because then
It's
you're going to
true.
end up in a couple of situations, and this is
You
for both
shouldn't
men
be
and
in.
women that you shouldn't be in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
bro, I've been there. When you
and
in that dry
sometimes,
spell and you just want some sort of interaction or some comfort or something, and you go fucking mingling in places you ain't supposed to be, talking to people you ain't supposed to, and shit go left and you realize I'm only here because I just didn't want to be fucking sitting by myself. Like, I don't even
like,
fucking like these people.
and like, I've been lucky, even though I ain't gonna lie, I've been lonely before, right? But I've also been lucky to,
We all
craft
have.
certain relationships, with like women, you know what I'm saying, that, to this day that like, a gold to me, you know what I'm saying? And I think, but the thing is though, I know a lot of dudes can't do that because it's kind of hard right now. You
That
know what I'm saying? Because
that
because
dick
of the
kick in.
perception of what we think about women. Plus,
Right.
also some dudes have ill intentions, right?
Facts.
And like when you have ill intentions, you're gonna like karma's a bitch. Like you'll cash exactly what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've always been a person like I never had ill intentions when I started certain things. Like, I mean, I made mistakes before, obviously, but like
We all
a
have.
lot of a lot of the friendships that I had, like, certain benefits came out of them that, when I talk to my niggas about it, they're like, how? And I'm just like, dude, it's just like, listen, when you know
Shit
that you
happens.
when you know that you're being a genuine person, there's certain doors that open up for you that you just be like, all right. And because you're a genuine person and you already have that connection, whatever, like no matter what happens in life, like you're never losing a friend. You're just losing something that, that was just a part of the whole thing, but you're never losing that friendship. You're never losing that
Yeah.
respect. And you know what I'm saying? I
People
mean,
see that. People, we can all tell the genuine people. I like to think that we can all tell the genuine, real people in these interactions, and you could tell who's full of shit, trying to make themselves look good or trying to manipulate
sometimes
a
that
situation.
when you start, and this is the awareness thing, the self awareness, now you have to have that outer awareness too. A
Hmm.
lot of times you got to trust your gut with certain things, and time will be the biggest tool because that person will slip up, and then when you catch them, you have to be able to cut that shit off. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? At the
that's
end of the day.
another. That's a whole nother fucking bag of tricks cutting motherfuckers off. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
get.
100%. But all in all, to say is this: Cam ain't say nothing wrong. You bitches is tripping. Get off his dick.
I don't even think it's. I haven't even seen women. It's mostly just these fucking
Nah, it's you know
like
what?
news articles,
It's the
TMZ and shit.
it's the corporate women who are the independent because you listen to what he said boss bitches. So
Right.
it's all of these corporate
Hmm.
types, these business owner types, these oh I'm an independent woman, I don't need a man for shit. Yo, I saw a video the other day and this chick sat here and she was like, I don't care if I am on the side of the road, I'd rather die before I call my baby daddy for some shit. And I'm like, bitch, you sound dumb.
This is a fucking. Okay, so just unwrapping that now. You got a baby daddy, so that means you got a kid. So you
Hmm.
would rather die before you call the person that helped you make your kid, so you could go back and see your kid again. You would rather die.
Dude.
You would
And
rather not see your child again than to ask this person for any. You would die.
and here's the thing, you know what's the
That's
wild part
deep.
about it? Her baby daddy is a good father.
God,
Yo, I saw that clip and
it'd
I
be like
sat
that.
there.
She just hate him. Like maybe he moved on. Maybe he got another chick, and it's just like I hate you forever type shit. Like
A lot of these people do not have the growth. Like this is why, like, yo, having kids out of wedlock is like a big ass mistake because if you're not of the maturity, like, there's a lot of things that you will say that make you look like a fucking idiot.
just fucking dumb.
And like a lot of
You would rather
times,
die. Shut up,
listen,
bitch.
and this is crazy because like I've noticed like a lot of chicks have kids, right? I just like just
I think
oh,
I think only chicks can have kids if I know science still.
well, duh, but like, but like nah, but there's a lot of single mothers out here, right? And it's just like
Niggas ain't shit. The fuck you thought? Niggas are horrible.
no, they are, they
Men
are.
are horrible creatures,
But
bro.
is that the man's fault all the time, or is it her?
Yes, yes,
Nah,
yes.
nigga, it's not the man's fault all the time.
We are fucking trash, nigga. We are garbage. How many
Yeah,
stories you see?
but
Niggas,
dog, but you can have the abortion.
what the fuck? What are you talking about? That was left field. What are you
Nah, think
talking
about
about?
it. Nah, because you saying like, because look, if you know that you're not ready to have a kid,
Hmm.
don't have the kid. This is why we have these things.
You trying to get us canceled? God damn! It's
But nah,
like
it's the truth. Nah, cause no, come on. This is a feminist talking point here. They always be like, dog, if I like the whole abortion thing is a huge thing, bro. They be sitting there, they be like, yo, we want abortions. You got him now. All right, cool. But now you're gonna use the kid to trap another nigga because you mad because he wasn't really wanting the shit.
it's all you just gotta choose who you fucking, bro. Let's bottom line. Choice is a science. Study up, people. Don't fail the exam. Because if you get left back in life, that's it. You held back for another
Nah, but
year.
when I look at some of these single mothers, I'd be like, I see why that nigga got you pregnant. I
Oh
see why he
my
ain't wrapping up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You see a woman pushing a stroller and she got a fucking dookie chute behind her. Like my god, like oh yeah, that's about right.
It's like, yeah, that makes sense. I see it.
He ain't want to pull out. I respect it.
Yeah, I got you. I feel it.
I respect it. Is that Beetlejuice on your fucking shirt?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. That's dope though. I fuck with Beetlejuice.
No, I love that fucking movie, though. Me and
But
my
yeah,
dad used to
man.
watch that shit all the time.
We just spent the fucking hour on Cam Newton and women and shit. Let's get into some fuck shit. Light this shit up.
Let's see
You want
what
to
you
start? Or
got.
you want me to start?
Well, I just got one more thing, yo. Pusha T is back, nigga. It's
Ow.
almost dry, nigga.
Yuck.
Oh man.
Can't wait. Did we get a track
Diet
list or
Coke.
anything yet?
Nah, we just got Diet Coke and Necris. Is that what that called?
I did not even listen to it.
With Jay-Z on it. All right.
Is Jay is the verse? What's the what are we hearing about this verse though?
Once again,
Yikes.
right? I feel like every time the last few Jay-Z verses that I heard,
that's been the kind of consensus, like even
I
since
feel like the
jail.
nigga feels like he's so above niggas that he think he's saying some wild. I mean, he has some good lines in there, and he's just like flexing on niggas.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
it's a lot of that.
It don't do much for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like 444 is crazy good. And like when he's
Right.
in his like bag and he's talking about, the Basquiat's or whatever, and I'm like, all right, cool. But I'm like, dog, I feel like he's getting kind of lazy now. And maybe that's because he's just not in the same. I mean, he's at a point where he doesn't have to have the same hunger, but he always be acting like he do. And that's the thing that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always recording. He's always Young Guru is like in his like he keeps Young Guru in his briefcase, nigga. Anytime
Turn
he
me
want
up, Guru.
anytime he want to go do some shit, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just
That's been the
listen to it.
consensus. I'm gonna listen to it, after we get out of here. But that's kind of been the consensus the last couple verses. Jay is just dialing it in. I know Pusha can do it. Pusha do. I'm gonna wait to hear the whole thing in totality.
Pusha doesn't
but
fucking miss, bro. I have yet in my 30 something years of life, I have yet to hear a bad verse from this nigga. I cannot. From Pusha T.
I won't say I know his whole discography.
I do. I haven't heard a single thing. I think like when it comes to my like favorite rappers, like Lupe Fiasco, I think is number one. Pusha T is definitely either number 2 or 3. Then you got Hove, and then Kendrick definitely is in there. And then I think I would put in terms of just rapping skill and all of that.
Just trying to. I'm going through the albums. It's just like fuck. I don't.
Oh, it's 15 years since Hell Hath No Fury came out by the Clips too, man. That's just a fucking classic, bro. Lord Willing, come on, man, come on. Grinding is still.
Oh, I mean, come on. Don't do that.
Like,
how many lunch tables I banged on to that shit?
Shit still got dents in them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a not a single bad Pusha T verse. I have not heard it. Every single one got me sitting there like, yo, this nigga going.
Nothing tops My Name Is My Name for me, though. They've all been great, but I feel like My Name Is My Name was like
Sweet Serenade with Chris Brown. That shit takes you someplace else.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia with Kendrick.
I think My Name Is My Name is like.
Oh, that was his debut on Good Music, also.
Yeah, because Daytona was fire too. But the difference is like when you're working with Kanye and you working with Pharrell, like you kind of have to step into their worlds when it comes to production and shit. Even though they're making stuff for him, but you still kind of step on their mode. But My Name Is My Name was more of like it was like Timbaland, and Timbaland's the type of dude. Timbaland, like, yeah, you want a Timbaland beat, but Timbaland is in your world producing. You know what I'm saying? With
Right.
Pharrell and Kanye, you kind of have to like give or take with them. You know what I'm saying? But with the My Name Is My Name though, that shit.
It's a
Woo.
lot of
Snitch. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. Oh man, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
it's a lot of just trying to go through these songs real quick. Knots, Nottz. I guess he's a producer. I don't really know the producers' names, but it's a lot of Knots and
Oh, I
Kanye.
heard about Knots. Knots,
So,
he did a whole tape with Asher Roth back in the day.
oh, I fuck with Asher. Just checking.
Knots,
Where is he
Timberland,
from?
The
Oh, he from
Dream.
Virginia. Yeah, that's that
Yeah.
Virginia connection. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but no, I
Knots,
can't wait.
Timberland, The Dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had mad niggas producing that my name.
What's the release on this? This Friday?
I don't know. He hasn't given us a release date yet.
Let's see. Oh, but we did get a release date from Future.
Next week. The 29th.
29th. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
I can't wait.
May
I
is gonna
can't
be
wait.
it's gonna be a monstrous month that May.
But I feel, you know, nigga. Listen, I told I'm about to tell my girl, listen, don't talk to me for a whole weekend because like I'm gonna be on some nigga shit.
Pusha's going on tour. How
I
you
want
got
to see.
Boston dates?
I want to go see him June 15th because he's gonna be in Boston. But like my kid,
Mm.
50 Cent came and did a show like a couple of months ago. I wanted to go to that. My kid.
Hey man, you in that phase of life. It's good because anytime you like somebody invites you to shit and you don't want to do it, be like, I got
I'd
the
be like,
kid,
I'm
you
my
know.
kid. You know what I'm saying? It works out.
But then
But
when you
when I
want to
want to
do
do
shit,
shit, like Snow Allegra is supposed to come out. I think she already came, but she came through. I want to see her. Emotional Oranges came a month. Listen, two of my favorite artists came. Jameson came and Emotional Oranges came literally the month after he was born. And I was sick.
what did you end up doing with those tickets you had that day? I
We
forget
never
who you was
went,
seeing.
nothing. They never got sold. The Tyler Creator
Damn.
tickets, they never got sold.
Yeah.
They never
Sheesh,
got sold.
man.
And it was like on a Wednesday night, and I'm just like, yo, this is not parent friendly. But then I
Mm.
realized, you know, parents don't really go. Like, I'm not trying to be one of those parents that kind of like drop their kids off with their grandmother all
with
the time every
grandma, yeah.
time. Because, like, you know,
Keep
I
it
respect
moving.
people's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I wish I was, man. But even him, I would get a phone call. He's crying because like he wants to sleep on his mom because she's with him all the time.
Mm.
The other night was the first night that he actually fell asleep on me. Like we was just chilling in the bed and he fell asleep on me. And then I was like, damn, I changed his diaper and everything. But I was like, damn, like, you know, he really is particular about how he
Right.
falls asleep and shit. I'm like,
Can't
all right.
sleep like this. I need it to be dark. I need it to be quiet.
Yeah.
Type shit. I
But
respect it.
nah, but you know, the Pusha T is coming out, man. I saw the interview with Charlamagne, dog. Like, yo, I almost cried, dog. That shit was
Yeah,
mad
man. We
emotional, man.
we we talked a little bit about that, before we started the pod, and it's just deep to see him be vulnerable and losing your parents, especially when you have a close relationship with them, is like not
4 months
easy. So,
apart. His
oh, is that
mom
what it
went
was?
first. His mom went first, then his dad went 4 months later.
It's so often happens like that. It's like I feel like
They can't live without each other. You see,
it's like
that's a real marriage right there. That's a
that's like
real
that's deeper
connection
than
right there.
marriage because
Yeah.
people get to like your spouse die, they go remarry, they go get a younger girlfriend type shit.
I'll stab the shit out of my bitch as a ghost.
Oh my
I'll
god.
tell you that right now.
I think that's some soulmate shit. Like when
Mhm.
you legit meet your soulmate and y'all are together and like the love is real, you'll create a child out of love. You'll fucking do so much out of love, and then when the
Mhm.
time is coming and it's my time to check out, and you just like, listen, there's nothing left
I'll
for
see
me
you
to
in a
do.
minute. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Set up over there, get it how I like it, and I'm gonna be right behind you. So, but that's gotta be tough, to lose them
And
both.
then he did
You
the
gotta.
hot wings too. He was eating hot wings for homeboy.
Oh, he did. I
Hot
would
wings.
never
Yeah, I
picture
watched
him
that
on
shit
that
today too.
shit.
That shit
The
was
hot
hilarious, bro.
ones.
Yeah, he did like the yo, he was eating one of them and he did like the Joker laugh. The shit was so funny, dude.
Oh
Because
yeah,
the
he
shit
be
was
doing
so
that.
yeah,
Ha! Like just that
yeah.
loud, like crazy
You could tell
psychopath
he was
laugh.
having yo, and the thing is, like, we don't really get to see him do interviews that much. So like when he finally does
Yeah.
it, he's mad calm. He's mad chill. Like, yo, he's talking to Charlemagne. Charlemagne's like, yo, like, how do you deal with the stuff? He's like, yo, when I'm out with my peoples and shit like that, I'm out here, I'm pushing T. But then when I
Mm-hmm.
get on the jet, I be crying. I might lose it a little bit. You know what I mean? That's the most
Can't hide
honest thing
from
I've
it.
heard, bro. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
because even he asked him, he's like, is Pusha T trying to like protect Terrence? And he was like, nah, because he's like, Pusha T is everything that Pusha T is about. Like, that's when he's the art form. This is the all the representation of why I am the way I am. You know
That's
what I
deep.
mean? And Terrence is like, when you're like, only certain people get to see him because like that's a certain side of me that like I
You gotta
reserve
protect.
for
Yeah.
certain people and stuff like that, for my wife, for my kid, this, that, and the third.
Real
And I
talk.
was like, yo, that's some real shit, man. And to see him sit there and like, talk about, having the son in quarantine, getting married and all this stuff. Like, it's mad dope when you see like the person who you always viewed as like a cocaine god. And it's just like
It's like him, Jeezy.
Ross.
We don't believe Ross though. We don't believe Ross though.
We don't, but we're gonna move on from that. That's a
Shit
whole different
irks me. We
conversation.
don't, yeah, we don't believe Ross. So yeah, it's like Jeezy,
Hove,
fucking Hove, 92 bricks. You fucking
fucking
let's move
liar.
on. That shit's crazy to me. You lost it. Shut the
How
you
do you lose
nigga.
92 bricks?
How you lose 92 of anything? It's
And then
92.
Memphis Bleak, and you know what's crazy? I believe it because even Memphis Bleak was like, yeah, nigga, like he could have lost that shit because he was moving.
Jesus Christ. All right, but I got some real fuck shit.
Let's go.
And then let me find it. Okay, so this story is from 2020. It's old, but I refound it again. I was rethinking about it again, and I just want to bring it to you and get your reaction. Shout out to my guy Rich. Anytime I say my coworker, that's what I'm talking about. We laughed about this fucking story for like a month straight. It's not funny, and by any means, it's not funny. But it's some weird shit. All right, so there's this teacher. She was, damn. How do I even fucking? I'm gonna just read this headline because I don't even know how to fucking set the shit up. Okay, so it says female teacher with no arms or legs arrested for molesting boys in school. Let that sink in one more time for you. A teacher, female teacher, she has no arms. She has no legs. She was recently
I don't even
arrested.
want to
Hold
touch
on,
that
hold
because
on.
like I have a bunch of fucked up jokes, but
Nigga, yo.
I can't even say them because no, there's certain lines we just can't cross here, and I'm just not going to do it. I'll tell you offline. But yo, that shit.
I'm gonna send you this article, bro.
How? Oh my god! How?
It's not funny. It's not funny. Those kids are traumatized, I'm sure, but she has no arms or legs. This happened in Kentucky. This teacher, I can't trying to skim the article real quick.
Know what? Them southern Midwestern states, they be doing some fucked up shit down there,
but
bro.
dude, and I hate to do this.
That's some soft white underbelly shit that you hear about.
This is a black woman.
Nah, let's move on. I don't.
This is a black woman. This ain't like some crazy white people shit. I can't, bro. I need to get this off. This shit is crazy. So, Mariah Scott, she was born with a birth defect. She has no arms or no legs, but she, is fully cognizant. She doesn't have any mental disorders. She's super smart, super smart. She went to like all these great schools. She's like super accredited. She got so many awards. The state, they built her this wheelchair and it has like a Android arm connected to it. Like imagine your Mike Boom, Like it's on her chair, and that's how she can control and move around and point and control her blah blah blah. So she was recently caught because she was texting one of the boys, are you gonna come fuck me again? So I guess the parent seen it. The parent talked to other parents, checked their phone. It's multiple boys. And she's being arrested for molesting them. But in my mind, all she did was talk them into it. Them boys fucked her. Them boys fucked this woman. She got passed around like a fuck doll in that school, bro. She got no arms or legs.
She's a literal fleshlight.
This is a human.
I can't. My mind. There's something within me that's telling me just not to even. Cause I'm wild. I'm a wild boy.
All right.
I can't. But
we
I will
already
say
got too many fucking cancellation challenges in this episode. But
you're gonna get a cancellation notice. I swear.
This story is fucking like insane. You have no arms or legs. You're brilliant. You go back to teach at this school because you want to help the community that gave back to you. They gave you this wheelchair, set you up with like a.
What she look like?
I sent you the article in the chat.
What she look like?
She not ugly, but I'm not really into her, but
I need to see this for myself because
no arms or legs.
This doesn't make it okay either. Like I'm just saying, I just need to. My mind needs to somehow understand why.
I don't think there's no understanding this, bro. This is too. She didn't grab the boys. She didn't hold them down. All she did was like, hey, you can fuck me if you want. Like type shit like that. All she did was. I'm sure she coerced them. This is definitely illegal. I know this is jokes and this is sad. Them kids is probably fucked up in the head or some shit. But now it's a kid that can only bust nuts when he see women with no arms or legs because he thinks that's what he likes. Type shit. Like you can't fuck with
high
kids.
School kids.
Yeah, these ain't. I'm only saying kids because they're younger and they're in school. But imagine a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old. They horny as fuck all day, and now they teacher want to fuck. And you can do whatever you want to her. She can't. All she can say is no or stop. She can't push you off or force you off. This is sick. This is sick.
And the problem I have, right? Like we talked about stuff like this before. Like you would think at some point behavior like this would be phased out. There's something deeper about this type of shit that like. We really need to discuss in society. Because
back in the day, they used to study DNA because they thought there was a gene in DNA that made you gay. But I think there's a gene, not so much sexual like sexual preference, but almost like what sets off that preference almost. Like I don't know how to make sense, but
I feel like it's learned. Because you have to see that shit. Because think about it. Think about every single time you have a cookout and somebody tells you, hey, stay away from that uncle.
Very true. That creepy uncle that be wanting the, kids to sit on his lap type shit.
And it's just like, how often do we have these things in our environment that we just try to sweep under the rug because we just don't want to cause an issue?
That's true. I mean, that's what we do in this, especially in this country. We wait till there's an issue to be like, oh shit, we got to fix this. We got to figure this out. But the writing was on the wall from the beginning.
Because this can't be, stuff has to happen
to get to this point.
I just can't. She has no arms and no legs.
No arms or no legs. Them kids was passing her around like a fucking mannequin in a clothing store.
Bruh.
Bitch got an Android arm connected to so she could pick up the chalk and write on the chalkboard type shit. Like,
fam, like this is like niggas was using their socks to bust in.
Like you just started watching porn probably. You 15, 16. You don't know which
Niggas
hole
start
is
earlier
which.
than that, dog. Like
No,
they be
I'm
starting
sure.
at
I'm sure.
12,
I'm
13 and
just
shit. Like,
speaking for high school kids and shit. You know,
yeah.
they really getting into like what porn they like now and like what gets them off type shit at that age. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Protect your
That's just
kids because
why. Yeah, I'm
even
not
the
putting my kid
people
in school. I'm not doing that shit.
even the
I just,
people who
every single time I come up on here, I just be like, there's no reason why I'm gonna put this nigga in the in the education system. Cause
bro, bro, even people who physically can't hurt your kids can hurt your kids, nigga. Like it's and we hear about teachers fucking students all the time, but god damn.
yo, and that's crazy because it's like you can't get with somebody your age that you gotta go with people younger than you.
But see, this is the thing, and again, shout out to Rich because he had made a good point when we talked about this. Is like, you know, she got no arms or legs, and she been this way since birth. She might be a virgin. No nigga ever probably touched her in her whole life, and now she's an
Fam,
adult.
there is a nigga out
I
there
know,
who
I
would
know.
gladly fucking pulverize the shit out of her, bro. Yo, you know what's crazy, bro? Come on, we talk about this all the time. Nick, there are
Yo,
certain types of niggas who have,
niggas are
and I'm not okay. Listen, she does deserve to have a healthy sexual relationship with somebody of her age,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely,
And you know, this is when body positivity has to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is
absolutely,
something that wasn't her fault.
absolutely.
So
She was born into this. She
you
tried to make
can't
the
blame
best
her
of
for
it.
that. But for her to stoop so low,
She just saw a bunch of victims and was just like, fuck it. Little Timmy will do what I tell him.
it's a
I'll,
control thing too.
I'll
It
get him
really is a
some.
control thing too.
I mean, she can't be in control. She ain't got no arms or legs.
Nah,
She's
but she's
not
a person of
threatening.
authority though. Listen, if you have the authority
Very true. Very
and
true.
like you can manipulate like people into because like yo, think about it. They still in high school. They don't like the thing about like people act like kids
And by high
are
school, these could be ninth graders. These could be like literally just coming from middle school. So they could still be very young, very
exactly.
impressionable, not like 17, 18, where they just like, you know, fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything.
Nah,
These
because
are
if they were
still little kids.
18 and if they were like seniors and they were like 18, then I'm like,
Mhm.
there's a gray area because you're still in high school, but you might be of legal age.
Right.
But still, you shouldn't be like if this was in college, I would understand it more because dudes be fuck chicks be they be fucking in college for grades. Okay, we all know this. All right.
Shit. It's a story as old as time. You hear about the chick who fucking fucks the professor to get an A in the class. Like that shit ain't just made up. That shit happens.
That shit happens,
That
bro.
shit happens. And apparently bitches with
Um,
no arms and legs
she
will
should just
snatch
start
up your
college. Yo,
kid.
come tell you, they're gonna be a whole fraternity that be down for that
Eh,
shit.
she got an offer because in the article it says she got an offer, but she wanted to go back to her community, her town, so she could, you know, they all know her there. They all treat her, you know, because she's the
And I get that because when you have to go someplace new, like you gotta first of all acclimate yourself to the environment. Then you gotta
facts.
have people get used to you and what you are. In this town,
Facts.
everybody already knows who you are. They know what your story is. They know what you've been through.
You know,
But you can't be fucking their kids.
Jesus Christ. And that was the thing, you know. I just think she probably never been touched before. And then when you go, she been through all this schooling and she's super smart and she's super accomplished. She got awards. She's just like, I
Yeah,
have
you know what?
everything, but I don't have no one to
Red pill niggas would be
satisfy
like,
this.
she focused on her career instead of focusing on the things that would make her like wanted. But the thing
I
is though, she
guess.
has a physical disability, right?
Right.
And like that is a whole different world. Like yo, you gotta
Right.
think about it, right? Like when you have all your limbs, like it is a blessing, bro. Like when you really think
Life is a
about it.
breeze, right?
You know what I'm saying? When you don't have your limbs, like that life is so
Imagine
hard for you.
imagine you gotta go into a building and ain't no wheelchair ramp. And you
It's some
gotta
wild shit.
you
You
like
can't go in there.
there's no elevator in your building. Like shit like this, people who have disabilities, like their whole life has to be like adjusted and catered around to their disability, or they just won't be able to live. I knew this chick from our old high school. Her aunt was blind, and she had lived in the same apartment for so long that the landlord was just like, pay me what you can pay me, because I'm not gonna evict you and have you go live somewhere that you don't know what. Like, this. She can see the apartment in her mind because she lived there for so long.
Yeah.
She knows
The
the
minute
grocery
you move
store.
her, everything is going to be like
It's
you have to
random.
have somebody live with her to make sure that she doesn't hurt herself, because she's gonna bump into things, and things can happen. Like you can bump into a wall, you
Facts.
can bump into the corner of your desk and split something, bro. Like
Fucking
you
bump.
gotta make it safe for her.
It was an old apartment too, so she had this. The knobs on the stove were like fucking massive, like old and shit, and in the narrow hallway, you could bump into the stove and turn the fucking stove on. And now you in the house, the gas going and shit. So, he helped refit her apartment. It was like some real
That's a
human
good
shit to
person.
do. Yeah, I
But
was
that
like,
T-shirt
wow,
is wild, though. That shit is
this is
wild,
this is
bro.
different,
Like,
bro. This is different, bro. Different, man.
and she not even
Crazy,
that
right?
good looking either, bro. I don't get it, bro.
What you
Like, I
think?
just
Like six and a half out of 10?
that's a 4.
Because she ain't got no arms and legs? What if the
What?
ass fat though? What if she's sitting on a fat ass all day?
I need you to dial it back.
All right. I'm just saying, like, my mind is just like, wow.
I just need you to dial it back, because
All
if
right,
she
last
mess with
thing.
like dudes of age, then cool. But like,
This is just, and it's the kids. You could have went to a bar and just was like, hey, who wants to fuck me? And I'm sure some nigga in there would have been just
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
fuck it, I'll
That's what
do
I'm
it. Why not?
saying.
It'll make for a story. Like,
But you know
fuck it,
the
why
thing
not?
is though, probably she felt like if she did that in the town that she grew up in, she
They
doesn't
would
want
look at
the
her
pity.
weird.
She wants genuine desire.
Right. I
And
mean,
I get that. And it's going to be harder for her because people have to look past the fact she ain't got no arms and
no
legs, right?
legs,
But
right?
you know what? I'd rather sit there and wait for somebody who really going to see me for who I am, because it's going to be way better instead of now I got to
Facts.
go to prison for the rest of my life.
Bruh. How would they? Wait, no. My last thing is,
Oh my
they say
God, you
she.
about to do it.
Well, because all right. Really quick, because we already this is long. They say the way she got caught was she was texting the kids, so that means she took that robot arm and was sat there
Mad work.
and just
Unless she use voice to text.
okay. I ain't think of that. All right, I'm just saying it's still wild. Like, when you gonna fuck me again? Like, what the lady?
Fam.
Lady.
Yo, she going to jail. Yo, you know what's crazy? She gonna go to jail. Yo, you know what's crazy? I was reading a story today,
How are they gonna
and
put
like
her in jail?
in this female prison, I think it's in New Jersey, right? These two
Mhm.
women both got pregnant by a transgender inmate.
Oh, oh, oh shit.
Yeah,
They put trans
this is the only
what
jail that does that.
okay, well
Only
this
one.
is why you fucking don't do that.
Yeah,
Unless you don't have a penis, you shouldn't be here. You can look like a woman, sure, and I understand and respect
and
your trans mentality,
you can keep them
but
in a
you can't
separate
bring a penis in
area,
here.
but
Yeah.
like you gonna put them. I mean, but you see, there's so many things about that now. Now you're gonna like segregate them from the rest of the women and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of like
It's gonna become like an
things.
unfair treatment kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's just like okay, cool, but then it's like
You
now
let
you
them in with
got
the
two of
jail.
these chicks pregnant, and they're not even sure if it because there's like 300 women, cis women in there, and there's like 27 transgender women in there, so they
So
don't
they don't
even
even know
know
which one.
which one or if they slept with the same one. But like it
Shout out
happened,
to
bro.
them trans women that's just in there getting all of that pussy. God damn. It's 20 of y'all and
I need you to
300.
stop. I need you to stop.
Like, I'm just saying that ratio crazy. 20 to 30?
No, that is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They out there just
They got
Let me stop. Let me
options.
stop. Because we gonna no.
I'm just saying that shit crazy. Well, I guess they learned their lesson. That family should sue because you put me in this jail with this person that, who
Nah,
knows if it was
bro. I
consensual
mean,
or not. We
shit,
don't
bro.
know if it
Like,
was consensual.
oh, that is the true thing too. That
And
is a
now I have to give birth depending on their sentence. I could be giving birth in jail, and people gonna be
never
asking
raised
me
my kid.
who the
Yeah,
dad is, and I don't even know. It's just one of them people in there. So it's like this is all fucked up, man. This is all fucked up.
that shit's wild.
I
When I saw
fucking
that
hate it.
article, I was like, yo, that shit's crazy.
Yikes. They learned their lesson on that.
Mhm.
They learned their lesson on that. And speaking of kids, I wanted to uh I saw this is another article from this is 2021. This article came out, and I had a bunch of questions about this also. So the title says she's 60, he's 51.
Mhm.
After years of infertility, they finally had a baby.
Why?
That was my first question, but I had to dial back, especially when I think of women who want to be mothers and that just doesn't is not able to happen for them. How much of a desire that can be, that womanhood thing is real. I know it all sounds like bullshit sometimes, but I get it and I understand.
No,
So
and the thing is though, like we have to have more as a society. Like it's wild because there's like I blame bitches all the time, right? There's like certain women, right, who sit here and look at women who want kids as if they are less because they want
right.
kids. And it's like, yo, shut up, bitch. Like
Like, bitch, I'm not trying to be for the streets my whole
I mean, I know
life.
your throws a whole
Okay.
daycare, but like she actually wants to put her kid in daycare. Like
Right.
relax.
Jesus Christ. She wants her baby to use her throat instead of putting babies in her throat. Like this is a
Yeah.
difference. It's
Like,
like you can't shame
whoa,
either
wait.
way.
That doesn't sound right. She want her baby to use her throat.
Like speaking. All right, all right, all
Oh,
right. Okay.
yeah.
You trying to get me caught up now. Like I want my baby to use his voice instead of
Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't I didn't
we
I fucked it up. But
delete
anyway,
that. Anyway, y'all know what we mean. So like,
so my question is how late in life is too late to have a baby? Like because
yo, the thing is though,
they take energy and they take a
who's the
lot.
how old was the woman?
She is 61 and he is 50.
Here's
So
the
he
problem.
already his decline has already begun. And although she was able to give birth, how much energy and attention can you give a child at that old of an age for that long,
By the time they're 10, you'll be gone.
I don't want to say
Well, okay,
gone,
there's a
but
high chance
yeah, I understand your
life
sentiment.
expectancy. You know what I'm saying? Because
Maybe
it's just
20. Maybe
like
20.
maybe 20. But
Because
then
she'll
she has to
be
make it to 80. And the thing is though, you just did something to your body that was a shock.
facts. And she
And you're
forced it.
not going to
She
be
used
able to recover as quickly as a person who probably had a kid when they were like 26,
20,
27.
right. You don't snap back. It's a shock to your body to regrow those cells and it needs so much energy.
Then
But
you got to breastfeed and all
she
this other
forced it
things.
because she took a bunch of eggs, a bunch of embryos. She was going all over the world. She did the in vitro, whatever they call it, and it
Mm-hmm.
finally happened. So, definitely congratulations to them. But it just I had so many questions, man. Like he's older. By the time the kid is 10, he's gonna
He's
be
60, she's 70.
and the kid running around, jumping around, like you, like damn, like you.
If they're in great shape, I guess they could pull it off. Like,
By the time that kid's 20, he's gonna be the head of the household.
oh yeah, yeah,
They'll be asleep by 6:30.
yeah.
They're
He the
gonna be
one
running
wilding
through
out
the
here. So
house.
he about to have a crazy high school because his parents is in bed by 7. He gonna be in these streets, bro.
It's crazy. I was like, man, because people I hate when people say you can have as many babies as you can afford, because babies don't. They it takes money to raise a child, yes, but in order to raise a child
You
that
need time.
yeah, you need time and you need to give it your energy and information and interaction so that it can grow into a natural, normal human instead of
Mhm.
just throwing a bunch of money and maids and caretakers. And now you got a rich baby that fucking hates you and loves the nanny, like, so.
That's and the thing is though, like, well, I mean, yeah, because like even from my experience, like when kids when they know their comfort person and like when it's a nanny and like there's sometimes the kid prefers the nanny, because they're with them
Facts.
all the time. That's why
This is the
like
person I see when
when
I
we were
wake up.
pregnant, I made the decision. I was like, you're just gonna be a stay-at-home mom because I'm like, I want us. I want him to be accustomed to us. I don't want him to be accustomed to
before
somebody else.
before
Because that person
anything.
could have a whole bunch of like bad habits and shit that I don't want rubbing off on my kid and shit.
Yeah.
So
The
like,
younger they are, the more of a sponge they are. Because
mhm,
especially now, and I'm sure you see it when you talk to your son, like he's looking at your lips. He's looking at how your
yep,
lips move to make words and your facial expressions and like how
dude.
they.
You know what's wild that you say that? I like do this thing when I'm playing video games, like I chew my jaw or whatever.
Yeah.
He just starts doing, yeah. He just started doing that, and I'm looking, I'm looking at him, and then he's looking at me, and then he's just smiling while he's doing. It, I'm like, oh my god,
It's like,
dog,
homie,
like,
you ain't even got no teeth. Cut it out. Cut it
like
out.
he's
But
just chewing on
yeah,
his tongue and shit. I'm just saying, I'm like,
right.
yo, what are you doing, man? Like he's just saying there laughing, having the ball of a time. I'm just like,
What'll be
oh my
dope
god,
is
bro.
when he's older and y'all can both play games together
Yeah,
and y'all both chewing on y'all jaw, bro. That's some
yeah,
heartfelt shit. Like, wow, this little nigga is really.
that's mine.
I really made this little. He's
Yeah.
me. He is me. So yeah, man. Put your thoughts and habits into your kids, man, and have them.
I wish them the best though, because I can understand that struggle of being a woman who want kids
Yeah, I'm
and
sure it's
like
real, man. Especially when you can't.
that happiness. I'm not gonna lie, the happiness. And here's the thing, and this is why you know what I'm not gonna rule them out just yet because that happiness could refuel them because it's always mind over matter, right? A couple of factors come in. Did you take it? Are you in good healthy shape to even have done this? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like if you're in the best shape of your life, even at this age, and you still could have done it, the happiness that you feel is going to fuel yourself, and then you'll be able to do it.
yeah.
I know it's going to be difficult still,
Absolutely.
but
Shit.
the happiness that you feel, you're going to be up to the task. You know what I mean? So, I
It's
shout out to
you're gonna
them.
have to learn a lot at a later age. You're gonna have to do a lot. It's gonna take a lot of. I mean,
But by
I'm not a
this point,
parent, so I
but
can't
at but
say,
at this
but
point, if they've been trying for years and years and years,
yeah.
they should probably have all the steps there. You know what I mean? Because when you
At this
studying
point, they
for a
got a
test
whole
and then the test finally come up and you know you prepared, like
right.
granted, kids can be unpredictable with a lot of things, but at least for the stuff that you can be prepared for, you're prepared for it. You know what I mean? So that's wild though.
It's yeah, it's different. I was like, wow, this is deep. Yeah, so they've been together for 13 years, it said, like, and she said this is the happiest I've ever been with my husband, and I really wanted to do this. So I respect it. It's at least out of love, so it's not
Yeah.
like I just want this thing, so let me go do this. I don't give a fuck. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make it because I want to be a mom. It's like not a selfish reason, but at least it's out of love. So I just had some
No, we
questions, but
respect it. We respect it.
they all in the article smiling and shit. So I'm like, all right, and they black, so we need more black babies out here.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
dope.
they might be Jamaican.
That's dope.
Feel like
Because the
doesn't
medical would
say
be
where
writing
they
off like black women when it comes to pregnancy and shit for like stupid shit for like years.
all the time. Oh no, they're from North Carolina. Susie Troxler. Oh,
Mm.
Black Susie. It's adorable, man. But yeah, man. Shit
And I think
crazy.
the last thing that we have,
I don't even really wanna
nah, fuck that. Let's not even talk about it. That shit's wild.
long story short, everybody's heard about it by now. There's a mass shooting here in New York City and Brooklyn. But luckily they caught the guy today, and sadly enough, this guy's a black guy running around playing Rambo and shit. And It's a
An
wrap for
old
him.
dude too. Like he's like what in his
60
50s or
something.
60s?
New
Yeah.
York is gonna fry this man. Like the gun laws already are strict in the city, and plus
Nigga, they about to
it's
change the whole security now.
the
When you really think about it, bro, like the whole like listen, and I've always thought about this, right?
Mhm.
When you go on trains, ain't no security.
Nothing. You down there. Once you swipe your metro and you go across that turnstile, you on your own, bro. You are on your fucking own.
Mm-hmm.
At
And
late
like
night hours, 2 in the morning,
I remember
weird parts of the
sometimes
city.
I used to like go to work and like I would get off like super late and I would hate it because it's like all the weird motherfuckers come out at night
Fact,
and
they got nowhere
like
to go.
they be on the train doing all types of shit and like they be walking around you and shit. And like that's why like when Uber started coming around, like and I would work like when I used to work at hotels and shit, like I would take an Uber home because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit. Like I'm just
Nah,
not fucking dealing with it.
fuck
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said,
Um
public transportation has already been trash in the city. Like your life is at risk every time you get on a bus or a
People be
train.
pushing people on tracks.
It's
People be
fucking
fighting on
brutal.
tracks.
It's
Rats be looking at
brutal.
you asking for your bag. Like, what's in that bag, nigga?
What's
Like, you know what I'm
fucked up is
saying?
the subway every year for the past I don't know how many years they've raised the price, and the
And
subway's
and there's
filthy.
no safety.
Trains be late, and even worse in this case, the cameras didn't even work, so they didn't even know who they were looking for. The
Because
only
he
thing they
popped off the smoke in there too. Like,
all they had was video from people using their own cell phones, so it's just like it's fucking sad. But what I can say is you're right about the security. It's gonna change real for real because after 9/11, TSA, you can't bring water, you can't bring a fucking thing, you gotta bend
they
over and cough. We'll grab
they
your
they're
asshole.
gonna they're gonna start doing something like they're gonna
It's
start
going
putting like body scanners and like yo. And
facts.
here's the thing, like I know this is like some conspiracy theory shit. Like something happens every once in a while that like make you think maybe this is a conspiracy. But as a parent and as a person who really thinks logically, it makes sense. Like body scanners on like public transportation, it's just like why not? Yo, listen, there's mad
Facts.
little. Listen,
If
when
we
you think
do it
about
on
it,
a plane, we could do it on a train.
and the thing about it is like this, right? Like on a smaller scale, think about how many weapons is in the hands of like people on a day-to-day basis, whether it's like gang shit, whether it's like, like
Everyday niggas with guns. Like,
everyday niggas with guns, right? And think about how many of them niggas carry those weapons on public transportation.
facts.
That shit
Facts.
is astronomical.
What they were doing is they bust this whole gun smuggling ring actually recently. They get the guns from like Florida or Texas and they
Mm-hmm.
get on a Greyhound and they
Mm-hmm.
just bring it up here in a Greyhound.
And that's the other thing that's the problem too. Ain't no security for the greyhounds and all stuff. Yo, how you think
They
these
just,
niggas be moving all their bricks?
bruh, we're not gonna put it on the highway because cops pull us over, we lose a
Mm-hmm.
shipment, we lose it. We'll put it on a Greyhound with a little, with some little girl named Beverly, and she's innocent. She don't look like nothing, and so it's a lot
It's
going
some
on.
wild shit. Like we
But
want to say rest in peace to all the people who died.
no one died.
Oh, so we want to say
I
well
mean,
wishes to everybody who's injured.
yeah, a lot of
Hope
recovery.
recovery,
Some
best recovery, because that's some wild shit, bro. And it's scary, man. Cause like I don't know, man.
Is
Like
it weird that nobody died in this though? Like I don't, not that I want
you know
people
what?
to, but it's just like everyone got shot in like the leg or the hand or like
You know what?
non-life
I think
threatening
it's one of
area.
those divine intervention things sometimes. When
Like was he
something
not
that
trying to? Well, I'm sure he was trying to, but damn, you that bad of a shot, my guy? Like
well,
in a full crowded train?
I think about like I think there are some things that happen that are divine intervention, and like I tend not to question it because I'm like they didn't deserve that to happen to them
Yeah,
on that train at that time.
yeah, it wasn't
Like
their
there's a
time.
lot of things that get to happen. It's like okay, it is out of your control, but then sometimes it's just like nah, this is unfucking necessary whatsoever.
Right,
So there's
right.
like some
It
divine
was
intervention
the
and
kid the kid that got hit in his hand, he was just riding the train to school that morning because this happened at like 8:30 in the morning, rush hour, everybody getting to work,
mhm.
everybody going somewhere, moving around, and you
And
don't
we know
kill
New York is
anybody.
packed.
Nigga let off a smoke bomb like it was fucking Call of Duty out that bitch. Like, where the fuck you even buy that shit from?
You can buy them at the Army surplus store.
God damn.
You can
We
buy
got all kind of weapons in this country.
You can buy that because, like, because sometimes photographers use them when they doing photo shoots and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
It's the same stuff. Like, it's just theirs is colored. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
makes sense. But god damn, yeah. So they caught him. You know, they gonna put him under the jail if they don't. You know, that's it. That's
they
a wrap
gave
for
him
that
a
man.
charge. I was like some
terrorism
level shit.
Yeah, they gonna put you under the jail, bro. You know, you don't even need a lawyer. What you gonna say? You fucking
ain't no lawyer gonna even touch that shit.
They'll give him a public defender for the
but the public
because they have
gonna make sure that he loses.
Yeah, I know. He can't win. What? How can he win?
He can't.
It wasn't me. All you can say is it wasn't me. But nigga, they got
Shaggy, nigga.
But they caught me on camera.
It wasn't me.
I was shooting in the subway.
It wasn't me.
I even threw a little smoke down.
It wasn't me.
Fuck
we gotta stop now.
Yeah, that was a little much. I was a little insensitive. We got to get out of here. I'm so sorry if we offended anybody in this episode. I've been drinking. This week has been so stressful for me mentally, and I just want to get this weight off of me. So maybe I'm projecting a little bit, but as usual, thank everybody for listening. We appreciate all the likes and comments and shares and stuff. We got maybe 1 or 2 more episodes before we go. Before we end this season.
This is episode 26. We kind of want to end that like what, episode 30 or something like that.
We can kind of feel it out. We might. I'm still thinking of maybe doing a 420 kind of thing, and then maybe end of the month
2-week break or whatever.
Yeah, enjoy outside, touch some grass.
Yeah,
and then we get back to it. So appreciate everybody just sharing the clips and likes and comments and all that good stuff, man.
Listen, man. I'm just gonna say this because I don't know. I feel like moved to say this, but like if you're with the weather changing, like a lot of energies could be shifting, a lot of emotions and things could be like coming up in you and whatever. Like wherever you are right now, just know like it's gonna be okay. It sucks when you got to deal with certain emotions just pop up on you and shit, and like you don't really know how to handle it, but like just taking one step at a time, because like you're here, I mean, that's the best thing, and like because you're here, you always find a way to deal with something. So like just keep pushing, take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and like you'll be fine. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That being said, I Hate It Here podcast. It's your boy Russ.
It's your boy Kev.
And that bitch have no arms or legs, my nigga. Like that shit is incredible.
I mean, I understand. Like
how
does she cook and clean then?
The android arm. It could grab the pot and grab the sponge too.
You see, here's a problem. Oh my God. No, we out. I ain't going to
when I said this story was fucking with me for a month straight, it's a lot. And then imagine the parents when you find out your kid was molested by the no arm, no leg teacher. It's like, come on.
You couldn't even faith in humanity at that point. You're like, yo, this is wild.
It's
like,
all
she
bad.
Is a master manipulator. That's all like she is a super villain.
That head probably crazy though.
We out.